President Obama calling for a robust and growing manufacturing sector as he visits an Alcoa plant in Iowa today. Iowa is politically significant for him since the state is now overrun with Republicans seeking his job. Time to let the Willis watchdogs out. Karen Nussel is a Republican strategist. Remy Spencer is an attorney, and Andy Levy is an ombudsman for Red Eye on the Fox News channel. Karen, let's start with you. What do you make of this story?
Well, I've spent a few campaign cycles in Iowa, and I got to tell you, if it looks like a campaign event and it smells like a campaign event, it's a campaign event. There are no jobs being created in Davenport, Iowa today. This is all about, as you said, Republican candidates running around the state, getting all the airtime, and the Democratic base getting all worked up over the fact that they can't get their message out, and they need the president to come in to revitalize the base. That's what this is about. I mean, come on, Iowa's got one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country right now at 6%. So this is about those swing voters, the swing voter-rich Mississippi River Valley is what this is about.
It's not time to be campaigning yet, though, is it, Remy?
It seems to me that day one is when they start campaigning again. So I don't think we should be surprised. I also think it's a little disingenuous to say from the White House this is not a campaign event. Maybe it's a quasi-campaign event. But so what? He's a politician. He's our president. We have to expect that he's going to be campaigning. He wants to hold on to his job, Jerry.
Really? We have to expect this? I'd rather that he got down to business. We got a lot of problems to solve.
Yeah, but no politician goes to Iowa for any reason other than presidential politics. Let's be honest. I mean, that's the way it works. But I love the White House Deputy Communications Director says that Iowa is clearly a special place for this president and that he really got to know a lot of people across the state back when he campaigned in 2008. Really? Is he sending them, cute cat videos from YouTube? I don't think so. He's there for one reason. He's there because it's politics. Just say so. Who cares?
Yeah, precisely so. All right. A day after confusing actor John Wayne and serial killer John Wayne Gacy, presidential candidate Michelle Bachmann made another historical gaffe today.
If you look at one of our founding fathers, John Quincy Adams, that's absolutely true. He was a very young boy when he was with his father, serving essentially as his father's secretary.
All right. Of course, John Quincy Adams was not a founding father. He was 9 when the Declaration of Independence was written. Andy, what do you say about this?
Look, he was a founding son. That's close enough. I don't see what the big deal is here. I have no problem with the media calling out Michelle Bachmann or any politician for their gaffes. It would just be nice if they would do the same thing for President Obama or for Vice President Biden. Why is it cute when Vice President Biden says something ridiculous? I mean, granted, it is cute, but it shouldn't be treated that way. The fact is, if you speak in public or on TV long enough, you're going to make mistakes, even me, Jerry.
Shocking. Karen, what do you say? You agree? Was this a big mistake or like just a silly little gaffe?
Well, I don't think we should get too lathered up about it. I mean, these people do a lot of talking. And so just by the volume and the numbers, they're going to make some mistakes. But I think what Bachmann's got to be really worried about at this point is if she can't get the details right, are we going to trust her to get the big stuff right? And, she's got to be a little bit worried about that credibility issue. And I think she needs to start sweating the small stuff. I mean, if she's frivolous about the details, it's going to cause a little bit of problems, I think, when we get down to the big issues.
Remy?
I think she's actually absolutely right. The devil is in the details. I think you said that earlier today on the show, Jerry. Bachmann, oh my goodness, you stand up there, you have this privilege, this opportunity to do something, to educate people, and you get the founding fathers wrong. Now, Andy, you're right. If you're on TV, you're going to say stupid things. I know I do all the time. But it's not just that she's on TV. She's on TV selling herself to represent people from this country. And when you start talking about the founding fathers, you should get that right.
That was impassioned and eloquent. Amazing. Okay, many of the major U.S. airlines are now sharing a wireless service called GoGo. But a report in Forbes says such a system may pose a threat to passengers' personal information. The reporter warns it could be a haven for hackers. Remy, what do you say?
Well, I think we're going to see hackers whenever we see advancements with technology. That's to be expected. I think that the more growth we see in this area, the better it's probably going to be. I don't think that there's going to be too much of a change, though, because the the people who actually have these accounts are not going to get much of a benefit because of this. So we'll have to wait and see.
Andy, are you waiting and seeing, or are you not go-going?
I don't care. I just wish that people would stop tweeting about how they're tweeting from 30,000 feet. That's all I care about. Stop the travel tweeting, people. Nobody cares that you're on an airplane tweeting. It's not interesting.
Well, okay, there's your rant right there for the evening. Karen, what do you say? Are you a go-go or a non?
Well, I don't know yet. I think I'm a wait-and-see person. I think there's a lot of demand for this. I think given how plugged in we all are all the time, it's kind of weird to go dark for 2 hours when you're on a plane. So I think there's a lot of demand with it, but I think the minute there's a problem, this thing goes in the tank. So I think they better get the details.
I am so happy to go undercover for 2 hours. I cannot tell you. All right. Let's turn to a Wall Street Journal. They're reporting on a new way states are trying to boost revenue. They're raising surcharges and fees on, get this, unbelievable vanity license plates. Texas is even hoping to raise $25 million over 5 years from these plates. Come on, say it ain't so. Look, Willis reporting. See that?
No, I totally missed it.
That was great.
Look, this is not a surprise to me that people are apparently willing to pay thousands of dollars for these vanity plates. Our entire culture is now based on the notice me principle. We somehow, as a country, we've all become incredibly insecure. We need constant attention and validation. It's actually really pathetic. I wish it would go away. And anyway, you can read more about my feelings on my Twitter feed.
You really think so?
Yes.
Is it about me too?
It's always
okay?
about
Like
you.
the
It's
dress?
always about you, Jerry. It's always about you or whoever the host
okay.
happens to be.
Oh, God.
Honest, at least
Remy,
you're
what do you
honest.
say?
I think it's interesting. You know, I know people who have vanity plates. I also have clients who have vanity plates. I think it's interesting that the way the law restricts some people from having them. In many states, if you have a criminal conviction, even a DWI, you can't get them.
Really?
What I don't understand is why would anybody spend thousands of dollars on one? So that's a little surprising.
That's so funny. I had no idea. All right. Thanks, Karen, Remy, and Andy. Great information, great ideas. Appreciate your time.